Green Bay Gamblers Hockey Talk is on the air on 1440 and 92.1 WNFL.
And welcome back to the program. Jason Opic along with Scott Jewett. We are now joined by Green Bay Gamblers veteran forwards Chris Grando and John Leonard. Of course, coming up later tonight, we'll be talking old-time hockey with former Green Bay Bobcat Carl Lackey. He finished up his play here in Green Bay in 1974. And Scott, when you play that long ago, you're playing for the love of the game. You're not playing for big contracts. You're not playing for anything. A lot of those guys, like in football, they played on the side and then had a full-time job.
Oh, and I enjoy those stories. Once he starts going over, I mean, it's just you could talk to him for hours. They're unbelievable stories.
So we'll talk to him a little bit later on. And, of course, coming up at the end of our program, Corey McCracken, the head coach of Notre Dame Academy. They fell in sectionals last year to the team that won state, Appleton East. But now we are joined by two veterans for the Green Bay Gamblers, Chris Grando and John Leonard. And first and foremost, both guys, you're from the East Coast, coming over to the Midwest. What's the transition been like? This is your second year in the Green Bay area. And, what's it been like for you guys? A little bit easier, I'm assuming, this year.
Well, yeah, last year was a little bit different because it was our first time moving away from home for both of us and moving out to Green Bay. So transition went well, and we're excited for this year.
And what about you, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, the weather's definitely different here than it is in the East Coast. I mean, for right now, the winters definitely get a little harsh here. But actually, we have a lot of East Coast guys on the team this year, so we're represented well.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, there you go. You guys are going back out east to play your college hockey. John, I assume it's a pretty easy decision for you. You're from Amherst. You're going to UMass. Chris, you're going to Boston College. Talk a little bit about what went in your decision, though, in picking your colleges.
Well, for me, obviously, I grew up going to the UMass games and living in that town, so it was just kind of been a dream of mine to play in front of my hometown and stuff, and so it went well.
Yeah, and for me, when I first started playing hockey when I was younger, Boston College is my dream school, and it's just great to have the opportunity to be able to go there soon in the future. So looking forward to it. I love the school. Great campus. Can't wait.
Now that you guys are veterans on this team, what has changed, in the locker room, outside the locker room, on the ice? I mean, has the game slowed down for you, as you play the game? And it's got to feel good knowing that, there's younger guys in this league, kind of leaning on you guys for support.
Yeah, for sure. Last year was our first year in the league, so we were kind of looking at the older guys and trying to learn from them on, how to prepare yourself and be ready to play in this league. And now this year we're kind of in that spot, and we got to show the younger guys like how to prepare and whatnot because it's a really, it's a tough league to play in. So kind of show the ropes for them.
Yeah, last year we had a great leadership group in general, so I think that we get to learn from those guys and then pass it down to the younger guys this year and teach them how to be in the league.
And guys, you talk about preparation in today's world in the USHL and all hockey. Once you get to this level, one of the top junior leagues in the world, I mean, what's preparation look like for you guys in the summer to now with lifting weights? I mean, what's that look like to you guys?
A lot of fishing, a lot of golfing.
Yeah,
none of that.
A lot of time off, or is it a year-round sport right now?
Well, you got to take some time off in the summer. Just, it doesn't have to be long, but just a little break to kind of get your mind, refreshed and get ready for the new upcoming year. But definitely a lot of time and, on the ice in the summer or in the weight room. And for, like, the younger guys and just for, like, setting an example for them and just, like, we talk about locking it in a lot and preparation that way. So just getting your mind, your mindset right and everything that way. So.
Yeah, I agree with John. It's definitely important to take some time off for the body after a long season like last year. But getting in the weight room and conditioning is very important to be able to be successful in this league.
And any superstitions from you two? I mean, hockey's a game. So many guys have superstitions where, you tie your left skate before your right skate, or, there's something simple that you do throughout the course of the game. You guys have one?
Yeah, I'm probably one of the most superstitious guys on the team. So I have a lot of rituals that I do before every game.
Is there one that you're allowed to talk about? Because that's another thing hockey players do is a lot of times you don't tell anybody about it. But you got one that you want to share?
Well, a lot of guys know this, but I just kind of, once I take my stick, no one's allowed to touch it. It's just kind of or it's not allowed to hit the ground.
Has anybody touched it before, and what has happened? Like,
No one's
You've
ever-
never had to cross that road?
Disaster.
It has hit the ground a couple times before the game, and I have retaped it in the past.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You know, we had an intern, and I'm not going to mention my name, but stepped over the logo. My first game, my first time in the locker room, I stepped on the logo.
Uh-oh.
You know, I wasn't a hockey guy. That is a big no-no, right, guys?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah, it's a big no-no. In our locker room, if you step on the logo, you got to kiss it. So
That's fair.
I had to.
Hey, that's a big deal, Jason.
Yeah,
And things
I
like-
was fined in another way, but yeah, I mean that's.
And things like you're brought up from a young age, and you guys, hopefully, you can support this too. It's just like your jersey. Your jersey should never be thrown on the floor.
You know, that's another thing that I accidentally did. I put one on the floor, and one of our players last year came. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like a respect thing
And
for
it's
the,
like-
just like
It
you don't
is.
play for the logo on the front or like the name on the back. You play for the logo on the front. You know,
There's a lot of things that you guys hold sacred when you play the game, and it's all about respect. I would assume, right, Scott?
that's what I would say is, and you appreciate it even more as you get up through the levels in hockey. You appreciate it even more when there's less camaraderie like there is in junior. Once you turn into pro and you're kind of more on your own, you appreciate the times that you do it together, where you're making sure that those rules are enforced.
No, absolutely.
So yeah,
I got one last question before I get to my favorite part of the program, a little MadGab with you guys. And before we get into that, though, and we'll explain it in the next segment, but we talked to Coach a little bit about the Dubuque series. You guys were a part of it last year. Did that leave a sour taste in your mouth? Have you guys gotten over it? And are you looking forward to this matchup this Friday night?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dubuque's always a tough team, and we play them a lot throughout the year. So definitely looking forward to playing them this Friday and starting the new rivalry this season.
yeah, for me, there's definitely a little sour taste in my mouth still. There's some unfinished business that we have to take care of as a team. So, I mean, they have great fans, so we're expecting a great game on Friday.
As the leadership of the team, you the veterans, you, Spooner, Leonard, and Mackey and Berkovitz and all the guys that came back. Not a lot of guys, I should say. But what's your message then to your younger guys as you prepare for the game this weekend?
Well, I think we just got to stick to our game plan, and we know how to play, and we know what we have to do, and it's just a matter of getting our mindset right and being able to actually go out there and do it rather than just saying it.
No, absolutely. Perfect. Well, we're going to step off for a break. We're going to have some fun with the guys here in studio. We're going to play a little MadGab that's coming up here next segment. It's Hockey Talk on WNFL.
Hockey Talk is back. 1440 and 92.1 WNFL.
And welcome back to Hockey Talk here on WNFL. Jason Ovick along with Scott Jewett every Tuesday night, 6 to 7 p.m. in studio. Of course, we just wrapped up with Pat Mickish in studio. And we started talking with Chris Grando and John Leonard.
I got to say, that was the best, because when we gave these guys the cards, they started talking strategy already. So the competitive nature was coming out.
Here's the deal, and I feel bad for Mac and Doogie who were in here, who got 5 out of 8 last time. The winner throughout the season, and they're playing for a Culver's gift card apiece.
That's a big deal.
We're going to keep the highest score at the end of the year. They're going to win Culver's gift cards. So, I mean, it's all about competition.
And the Culver's thing's great, but yeah, you got to beat your teammates is the other thing. You're like, wow.
Bragging rights.
It's bragging rights with a free dinner,
It's a
right?
big deal.
It is a big deal. They did. They came in here like, what is this game?
Yeah.
And then it went right to strategy.
I
You're right.
liked when we gave them the cards right away. It was strategy. Who's reading? Who's doing? I like
who's
that.
doing what? Yeah. So here's the deal. We give you 8 cards, the team. They have to get as many as they can in this segment, and we'll see if they can match the 5 or even beat the 5 that Jason Doogie and Connor Mackey had last week. If they do, they'll be on the top of the mountain. Do you guys got your strategy? You guys good to go?
Yeah,
I feel like Chris. Chris, are you going to read them?
Yeah, we're going to alternate.
I wish you guys
Ooh,
could see the nerves
alternate.
going on here.
There's
That's
a little
great.
bit.
I like it.
If I don't know one and Chris does, can he budge in, or is that?
Ooh, I
against
don't
the-
know.
No.
I think. Well,
Why would that? I don't see the problem.
he can't see the answer. Scott is the judge on this and the jury.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's it. All right. Ooh, already you're not their
I'm a
favorite.
tough guy. Yeah.
You're a tough guy. I like it though. All right, let's get the bell. Are you guys ready? We'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, go.
My ham, Eve ice.
Miami Vice.
Hey, that was an easy one.
These guys got
a show in our.
They got this.
I think that's. Hey Kyle,
Lawn,
can I have a
Gopher,
pen?
Do.
Say that again.
Lawn, Gopher, do.
Long overdue.
Yeah,
Got
that's.
this.
They got it. I think got a good
You
start.
dialed in. I like
As soon
their
as you
chances.
said that, Scott, as soon as you said they can't go back and forth, they're like, we're winning this.
Yeah,
I have
like
that.
their- I like
I
their
feel it in their
attitude.
eyes. Yeah, their attitude is fantastic.
All right. So the next one is goal, damp, error, shoot.
Gold.
And if you guys don't get it, you can pass and keep going
Okay,
until
yeah.
the
Can
next
Can we
one.
put it down and
Yeah, you
to
can
it?
come back
All right,
to
let's
it.
do
Yeah,
that.
we're definitely gonna put that.
All right, they're going to pass on that one. Next one.
Dawn, break.
Did they just break a rule?
No, they're good.
They can't
passing. I'm
pass?
watching. No, I
Oh,
got this.
okay. Scott, he's got arms folded. All right, let's. You guys are good.
I did.
A little distension.
Dawn, beak, rule.
Don't be cruel.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, there's 3. 3 out of 4, I think, with setting one down.
Hugh, Knight, Ted's dates.
All right, this one's just impossible.
Yeah, I don't know.
The pass off. I
Yeah.
like it.
Mosquito, reap, hell, ant.
Mosquito repellent.
I feel like they knew that one, right?
They did well with that one.
That's something you definitely need in the North Woods here in the Midwest. You guys have mosquitoes in the East?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They're
Terrible?